Hello, good morning, my people. Good morning. Yeah, I think, sorry, I'll be blowing my nose because I'm suffering from allergy. Um, at the kitchen, as you can see, I'm preparing stew in other side and I'm about to make my tea. I need to prepare the hot water so that I will put on tea. So, nevertheless, I am with you people. So, welcome once again. Good day, good morning. It depends where you're watching from. It would be nice if you'll be able to write where you're watching from. I'm preparing stew and I'm boiling water and it's noisy. But nevertheless, we should continue. Hello, my people. Welcome once again to Zebedee Courier's platform. Mubarak, good morning. It has been a little short. I just keep quiet a little just to see how things are developing around the world. But one thing I have to let everybody know, it's not getting quieter. It's not getting cooler. Rather, Europeans are escalating the issue. They are going all in the problem going on in Ukraine. Ukraine problem. Oh, Oscar watching from Libya. Wow. Our people are still in Libya. I thought that they are selling Africans there and mistreating Africans in Libya. So, my brother, before I am the only person that eats African food. But now, oh, my daughter do eat African food, but my wife tested Nigerian stew. As is that time, always every 2 days we prepare stew. You get me? She love it. And I'm praying that she should also test other African food for them to notice that African food is one of the best food on planet. And most especially Nigerian food. So, without wasting most of your time, I hope my voice is coming out clear because here it's a little bit noisy because of the water that I'm boiling. And this other side, steamer? Keine Stimme. Immer weg. Okay. Is my voice coming out clear? Is my picture steady? Is the video steady? Or is there any waka? If you are noticing any issues, please let me know. Because good morning, my brother. Oh, Shehu, good morning. Yeah. I don't rush to do video always. I do a little bit research, check how things is moving so that I will be able to, okay, my people, thank you that my voice and everything is working out well. Thank you. So let me jump back to what I'm saying. We are having a very big problem because the problem we are going to have now is this. The economy of United States is going down by the day. Okay, thank you, my brother Godfrey Okay. He said my voice is clear. American economy is going down. America is experiencing the things they normally do to ordinary countries, like, let me use the word, third world countries. If you go against their rule-based order, if they dictate for you and you refuse, they will place sanction on you. Your people will be suffering. A lot of things will be, inflation will be higher. Look at Zimbabwe, what they did to Zimbabwe. What Zimbabweans are experiencing today is what America is experiencing today. What Russia did is what they call back to sender. But it's wonderful that Russia succeeded in sending everything back to the people sending it to them. But we have an issue. One thing we have to recall is whenever America is in tight corner, they always sponsored push for war to break out in Europe so that Europeans will move their wealth to America for America to start afresh again. You know? And that game is what they are doing now. And America has been long in Europe to the extent they know all the loop, contra, and every corner of Europe. Knowing how to charge, knowing how to activate, knowing which country they will move for something to go sour. Let me touch about Lithuania. Most of you knows about Lithuania. Lithuania, if you go and read the history of Lithuania, normally Lithuania not supposed to be a country. You know, you may say, why Lithuania is a country? Yeah, you may argue, but I have to tell you the history. Lithuania is part of Soviet Union. It's a territory of Russia Federation that Russia just hand out their freedom, that they are free to be a country. You get me? But there is but into it. Now, among all the whole sanction and everything that the Europeans are doing, America is using these Baltic states. I use the word Baltic. Baltic states are former Soviet territories, you know. America is using this small territory. They are like local government in Nigeria. All these countries are mentioned, both Latvia, Lithuania, Croatia, all these people, they are like states in Nigeria. They're not up to a country, you know, but they are country in their own in Nigeria. Look at Nigeria. You are not allowed to be free, you know. So the Americans are using these small countries to antagonize Russia. Look how large and how big Russia is. Do you know that the territory that Russia is controlling in eastern part of Ukraine, do you know how big it is? It is a country like Belgium and France, bring them together. That is that small map you are seeing in eastern Ukraine. If you come to Europe, after Russia is Ukraine. Their territory is very vast. You may be looking at the map and say that Russians are there now. Why are they taking so long to overrun Ukraine? The territory Russia is controlling is as large as the entire Belgium, as large as the entire France. Entire France, not one part of France. Combine, bring them together. That is the territory. And if you bring Lithuania into this territory, nobody will find them. What did I say? Nobody will find them. That means they are like chocolate that you can just lick and it's gone. Imagine Lithuania breaking what they call international law, not American world order or what they call rule-based order that they are dishing out now. That is to replace the international, you see my team, to replace the international law. Now, Lithuania is giving Russia blockade that Russia won't even service their enclave. That is Kaliningrad. Kaliningrad is a former German territory that was seized during Second World War. You know, during Second World War, a lot of countries that did not seek compensation from Germany seized some part of German territories. Like if you come to Poland, even though all the whole Europeans that are claiming to be the European brothers, all of them are holding German territories. So if you fight war, for peace to reign, you must lose territory. It's normal. Like Ukraine now, they are fighting. They must lose territory, you know. And somebody else, bigger, stronger, will control it. So now, let me continue. America now use Europe to activate Lithuania to block Russia Federation from servicing their enclave. And this Lithuania has border with Belarus. In the sense that if Russia give Belarus go ahead, there will be no state like Lithuania tomorrow. I'm telling you. And let me tell you people another thing again. America want a bigger war in Europe. Not only America, America and Britain. Two of them. They want bigger war in Europe. 1 minute, I'm coming. You know, I love using this my big cup to swallow my tea, you know. So America and Britain are looking for bigger war in Europe. Why? Because their economy is in a very, very difficult condition. If you go to England now, a lot of English people, a lot of English people can't even pay their NEPA bill again. A lot of English people can't even afford a normal standard living that you think that is European lives, that they are living blah, blah, blah. Let me remind you one thing again. Russia has never returned the sanction that the whole collective West gave to them all. Russia has never retaliated. Go and check it. The only thing Russia demanded, all of you that gave me sanction will buy my product with my money. That is robot. And they are falling on their knees. And all of them that we are shouting on that day, both Biden, European leaders that we are saying they can't continue with the current Russian president, that is President Putin. Now they are pushing narrative of regime change in Russia for things to normalize. Putin shouldn't be the prime minister of Russia. All of them that dictated this thing. Boris Johnson, his days are numbered. What did I say? His days are numbered to get out of that office. German coalition, their days are also numbered. They are shaky. Biden of United States that first uttered that word. Democrats have told him, Oga, you are not coming back to that seat again. Yes. French president that was using Germans and they're manipulating Ukraine has lost majority in House. They may force him out of office. All these people that we are dictating, why am I saying this? Europe don't want war, but European citizens have dictated and noticed that all the so-called leaders of Europe, sorry, I just want to change my gas, you know, look at my steel, look at my gas, you know. Europeans don't want war to come back to Europe. And for us to stop it from happening, so I have to change it and put a new one, you know. So for us to make sure that war never come back to Europe, we have to vote them out. We have to use, you know, here, we don't fight like in German, they don't talk, they don't go protest. Germans don't go protest, but they wait on that ballot box. They know how to engineer kicking anybody out of office, you know. So 1 minute, let me change the gas. So the tomato need to dry. Sorry. So now, America have noticed that they are in trouble. Inflation is going high. Fuel is too expensive. And they are even tapping on their reserves. These American reserves, they are using those reserves to feed Europe. Still, it's not enough. Do you know how many cubic liters of oil that Russians are pushing here, both gas? And the government that is supporting Ukraine, giving sanction to Russian oil and gas, they call them the green in the whole Europe. The people that are pushing for alternative energy. The alternative energy they are pushing for, electric vehicle, electric, wind energy, no fuel, no gas, good. Do you know the latest? Should I give you small expo? Do you know the latest now? Going green is now going dirty. Why did I use the word going dirty? All European countries has activated all their cold energy machines. All the cold generators has been activated. From going green to going fucking dirty. That is when useless animals are only following the orders of Washington without sitting down, analyzing their own territory, analyzing their own affairs. And they just go all in to kill their economy. Any country that America manage behave like Europe. And they always collapse like Afghanistan. I'm telling you the truth. Because Americans are not good in long-term maintenance. Like Ukraine. Since 2014, the budget of Ukraine is being sponsored by United States. Salaries, everything. But it's getting hot. The American itself, they are printing money without looking back. Inflation is going high. Countries are suffering. Even Europe said that they don't need Russian oil, right? India is the highest importer of Russian crude oil. Refining it, ask me who are the highest buyers of Indian crude oil, refined oils, is Europe. At the higher price. Now, why should Third World War break out? Third World War will break out the way that America is pushing Europe to go. Example, Lithuania blocking Russia from reaching their enclave is against every norms. Because in international law, you are not allowed to block any country, like a country that is an island, because they are not playing by a bid, or they are not behaving the way Washington wants. Because of that, you block them not to reach their country again. It's like giving them food blockade and everything. They have every right to use military to break that blockade. It then means Lithuania is poking the bear. Yes, it's poking the bear. And in Belarus, Russia has enough equipment and military to withstand Europe in that territory. You know, Americans and Europeans are claiming that they are superior in various technology, whatever. Russia keeps on keeping quiet. Yeah, there are areas that Europe's are leading. But President Putin made it this last time, the video that I streamed to you, if you listen to what he said, they are going to start building all those things that are important. It's like, you know how to produce this honey. You said because we and Ghana or Cameroon are in good times, there is no need we producing this thing. People may be producing it, but in low quantity. Let us be in a good faith with Ghana. Ghana, please start supplying us this bee. Doesn't mean that you don't know how to grow it yourself. You get me? In Igbo land, there is a proverb that says, you fall while you are laughing. Not that the laugh that you are laughing push you down. You know? And our people also say that if you are into toilet and you are doing that is the entanglement and the gang that is inside toilet. You know, everywhere that is gang, you got to make gang. So the toilet gang is not that you don't know how to push it out, you know. So I'm just giving you examples. So Europeans are number one that are going to lose. America will bring war here if they fail to manage themselves well. Do you know how Europe behaves? If you look at Europe today, do you know how they behave? They behave as if they are part of United States in a extended or in a strange continent. They are American states, but they don't have right to vote. That is how Europe behave. All of them, none of them. That's why Russia said, there is no need me sitting down with any European leader, going into agreement, signing anything, or signing an accord or treaty. Because whatever you do with them is useless. The only person you have to negotiate with is Washington. Because if you sign anything with them and Washington don't like it, that thing will never hold. Europe will never respect it. That is disadvantage of occupation. America is occupying all the territories of Europe. You will see them. I want to be a member of NATO. I want to be a member of NATO. All of them are NATO members. And all the other ones is European Union. Do you know what is European Union? Should I tell you if you don't know? European Union is the economic side of NATO. That is where they do business to generate money to fund their military alliance. That's why America has also to say on who should join EU and who should not, and how EU should manage themselves, you know. Yes, Putin said that America, after the Second World War, after the Soviet Union separate, America now imposed itself as a god on planet that knows the law, and the rule-based order must be implemented. International laws have to be wiped out. Let me tell you people, today, Europe, Collective West, has what they call G7, right? And they later add Russia and made it G8. And as this problem break out, they kick Russia out. Now, Russia, China, and India have set up G8 of their own. And their GDP is larger than the Western GDP. One day you will wake up and you will see a new United Nations that will not be the United Nations dominated by United States and being controlled by US. You will see a different body. This Europe, if Russia managed this thing that war failed to break out, Third World War, they may go all in to make sure that Third World War will break out because they don't want to lose. But if Russia and China maintain their ground, that war never breaks out, you will see that Europe will go down, America will go down. All left, everything you know about them will become history. Everything you know about them will become history. England has nothing good to offer the world. They are the one of the headache that the world is suffering. Even as I'm talking to you, I said, I'm supporting Peter Obi, our brother. But Peter Obi has a very big question to answer. Why did you went to England? Why did you went to London? That is question Peter Obi need to clarify every Nigerian. Because we are fighting to become independent, to have our own path, to choose our way. Like now, France and German president run to Africa to dictate to African leaders to choose their side and not to do business with Russia. But I was happy how Africa reacted to them, to tell them, we are not your enclave, we are not part of you, your war is your war, your problem should become your problem. It shouldn't be African problem. I love that. But Peter Obi going to London, he has a very big question to answer. Because we need a leader that will lead us to success. And success comes through China and Russia. Nigeria is refining oil, right? They buy, they export crude and they import refined oil. Now Russia is selling oil in the highest discounted norms. Is Nigeria importing from Russia? To help their people to grow, to help the economy of Nigeria to stand their ground. I don't think so. Nigeria will also be going to where England is telling them to go, and those areas will never help Nigeria. Those areas will never help Nigeria. You know, because these people, they don't want us to overgrow them. They want us to remain where they will be able to be controlling our people. There is something Western are hidden on Russian economy. Study shows Russia is the third largest economy. Okay? It's now shown that their economy is larger than Germany. I said it on my previous video. I said that Russia always lower their grade. Russia always lower their level. Russians never do like West that always rumble their mouth with their media to tell you how big they are, how strong they are, and technology is their this, they have everything. Russia never make noise. But it's now they know, it is now that West notice that, oops, these people are not number 50 largest economy. They may be even competing with China. I'm telling you the truth. Russian economy may be competing with China. India itself. The day I said it, somebody said that, what of India? I laughed. Russia, since this war break out, now we know that Russia produce, they satisfied themselves up to 90%. That means everything they need, they don't need to import it. They produce everything. Oh boy, somebody who feed himself, you can't play around with him. In agriculture, they are now leading, feeding the world. Russia that was begging people to send them food before. Putin has, that's why they want Putin out. They want Putin out because Putin has placed Russia in a position where Europe may no longer have the gut nor right to talk to Russia the way they want. As I'm talking to you, I'm gonna prepare my food. So let me go to the second stage. As the tomato is drying up, yeah, say men know how to cook more than women. You know that? If you eat food where man eat, that in kitchen, at times, we normally eat the food that women are eating just for peace to reign, But if you start correcting them, there will be fight. So, as I was saying, if this war did not lead to Third World War, you will no longer see that dollar they are printing without any control and limit. And that printing need to stop because all the whole corruption all the whole corruption going on in Africa is being sponsored by that green bag. Look at Nigerian politics. Are they sharing euro? Are they sharing pounds? Are they sharing ruble? Are they sharing renminbi? Are they sharing yuan? They are sharing dollar because it's only dollar that we use for corruption and bribery. That's why that's why that green money is there. That green money has destroyed a lot of countries. And African countries, there are something you people need to do. You need to thank Russia that this war break out. Most of Nigerians were shouting, hey, Russia have bombed the biggest cargo airline on planet. That is Antonov. This Antonov plane, Africans supposed to thank Russians. Why? Because it is that plane that they use to transfer military equipment to various African countries. I mean the West, France, more especially. It is that plane that brings weapon for Boko Haram. It is that plane that brings weapon to all the whole terrorists and all the whole terrorists oppressing in Africa. Is being sponsored by France. It's the property of America, but the people financing the whole logistic is France. So that Ukrainian largest plane that you guys, you don't know that it do come to Africa always, bringing weapons. Not to your government to defend themselves, not to your whatever, but only to the terrorists. So one problem has been solved. At least if tons of weapons are landing today, it has reduced. So anybody can be a capitalist. Russia is a capitalist country. All of them are capitalists. But stop following America and Britain, because the only thing they bring to you is war, terrorism. You see Nigeria. That terrorism you are seeing in Nigeria is blessed by United States. Any country they touch always end up like Afghanistan, Nigeria, Yemen, and Somalia. Any country they touch, they try to manage, always fall that way. So we have to pray that Lithuania should wind down, because Russia will kill them and Third World War won't break out. What did I say? They are part of Europe, they are part of this. Russia will crush them and nothing will happen. Russia is a fucking nuclear state that is ready, willing to do these people heavy harm. I'm not joking. I'm telling you the truth. They are ready to go all in. You know, before, you know what the West normally do? They always use sanction. Your food is coming from Russia. Your oil is coming from Russia. Your gas is coming from Russia. Your livelihood is coming from Russia. But everything, you give them sanction. Why do they give them sanction? Because I always tell you, Europe like to have everything free of charge. Free of charge. They don't want to pay money. They want you to buy their own because their own have value. Their own is from Europe. They are Western country. You have to purchase it with all your currency. But your own, you know, is them. You have to hand it out to them. Yeah. They give Russia sanctions so that everything they buy from Russia will be cheap. And they buy Russian shares. Whenever they give sanctions to Russia, they will rush in because the share will collapse. You see, market manipulation. They will go to Russia. They will buy the shares. Yes. They will buy the shares. And they will come back, you know, keep on doing this thing. If Russia open their mouth, they sanction them. Everything Russia is sanctioned. Now Russia have said, let's play the game of sanction. Europe is now collapsing. Europe is going down. Every day they are going down by the day. You know, you have nothing. You only have scrap, metal. Even the Russia you want to kill, Siemens company, German Siemens, you know, it's not even, it's in life support. The country that is giving them real life is Russia. Siemens, German Siemens. You know? All the German companies are getting breathing air from Russia. But the West don't like it. They want German to remain poor. They want German to be down. And German politicians are playing along. Russia is even messing Europe because of German. I'm telling you the truth. They are handling Europe with care just because of German. Nothing else. And America want Russia out of German, so that they would go all in, secure everything, take over everything. Look at us. Industrial nation. A lot of I may show you one ship. The largest ship, the ship that's supposed to be the largest ship on planet. This AIDA ship that they used to travel from Europe to America, South America, all these areas, you know. 2 is about to be sold as scrap. They are going insolvent. Why? Think who are the largest visitors that patronize that company? Russians. They will not tell you this. Imagine if Africa would be able to decentralize our economy from Western world the way Russia did. If Nigeria will be able to do it, what will Europe do? They will throw sanction and they will fall back at them. Just one sanction on one country, Africa will block the entire Europe. You will see that these people will fall back to Stone Age. Modi is asking between Atiku and Tinubu, what is Peter Ob's chance? Peter Obi has the largest chance if it comes to election, what Nigerians want. Because if you vote Tinubu, let me tell you, Tinubu will be president, the son will be controlling the entire Lagos state, the other family will be controlling the whole money that is floating in the eastern region, the daughter will be, they will useless you. If you vote Atiku, Atiku will sell Nigeria to all his friends. I'm telling you the truth. He will sell Nigeria to all his friends. The remaining thing that Nigeria still hold dear will belong to different companies. The only remedy you have is Peter Obi. It's Peter Obi. But will Peter Obi lead us towards freedom? When I say freedom, I mean economic freedom from the West. I don't think so. He will still follow, you know, they say follow the money. Where their money and resources hide, is there they follow. Yes. So my people, let me do my breakfast. That's all I have for you for today. Thank you very much. God bless you, and bye-bye for now.